Hey guys, welcome to episode 8 of DurpCraft, and here we are in the Nether. So here's the plan for today. So far, we are going to break into the Nether ceiling, and we are going to remove a huge hole. The hole is going to be a 49 diameter circle, and that's because it's going to be right below my gold farm that I'm going to have, and the diameter for that thing is also going to be 49, but I'm not going to upload or update to 1.13 yet because I don't know what's going on with it too much, and it's not all that trustworthy for me yet. So, here's the center of our hole because this is where our nether portal is. And I am also not updating to 1.13 yet because if I need to do anything else with the bedrock, yeah. So, here we go. I need to find a spot that has the highest point. Not too sure what the highest point is, but yeah. So, I think that would be 4 of these up. 1, 2, 3, 4. That sounds about right. So, I'm not seeing one. Ah, this looks like one actually. So, let's do this. If I'm correct, I should be able to put my minecart here. I should probably eat. I took a little bit of damage because, yeah, I was testing out some of these areas and I fell. And I took some suffocation damage too. That was unfortunate. But I should be able to go in this thing and just ender pearl out. Okay, so now I'm above the nether, and that's actually pretty awesome. So, yeah. Okay guys, so I had to go look at the blueprint again, and I think I have this in the wrong spot actually. But basically, this is where I assume I got in. I kinda got lost a little. So, basically, I'd have a thing right here, then I'd have this going on right here, and my pickaxe is very fast. And then I'd get a minecart. The minecart I didn't already have. Then I'd take this, go like this because I'm going to need a torch, and oh yeah, I'm pretty smart at this, guys. No questions about it. So, this isn't done the best way, but it should work. And ta-da! You need the torches because this thing goes off and on, and the piston is able to react to that, but the torches are not. So that's pretty awesome. And then if I put this here, that should work. And I don't know if this actually affects anything, but in video settings, if you go into performance, you can... oh, it might not be in this, but there's something about lazy chunk loading somewhere. I don't think that affects it, but if it does, then it does. And yeah, so when I come back, this thing should be in the ground. I was going to do this with an elytra, but I didn't get those set up yet. I have no idea how far I have to go. And it looks like we're getting back, and I don't know about you guys, but I cannot see the dragon egg. That's because it's right here. So it looks like it landed right on top of my rail. And then it's a little bit complicated, but what you want to do after that is scaffold your piston down, and it's a bit of a pain. So yeah, you're going to want to do that. Watch me be good at building. I'm pretty amazing. So yeah. And then by doing this, you have the dragon egg you lost back. That's not as necessary for me because, well, I've got way more than just that, but ideally I'm going to do a bunch of these at once and I'll have a pretty huge hole in here. So I might make this into a bit of a time lapse. That would actually probably be pretty cool. So I'm going to end this part of the recording, and yeah, I made it work. Hey guys, I'm back again, and I was about to start doing this little, like, concept that I was going to try removing the water, and I was going to do it semi-automatically, but then this guy showed up, and I think the way optifine loads, it's going incredibly slowly, so yeah. Let's do this. Yes, I forgot to say, I was in the wrong chunk, and that's why my slime chunk was not working. But now it is, so I'm getting some slime. It's been pretty awesome. So yeah, this is going to be semi-automatic. It's probably going to get my boat. And of course I've done it the wrong way. And there's that. Ooh, this is going to be laggy, but that's okay. See, a trick you can do is you can just, like, get rid of these, but they'll be gone over time eventually. Just need to get in my boat. Yeah. I guess you could say there might be some ghost blocks. Some. But it looks like this will work. A little. So yeah, I set up a little station back here. It's not going to send it back, but it will keep the water from flowing in, I believe. And if I'm wrong, it's probably going to flow in and this whole thing was a waste of time, but I do believe by setting this up, it's not going to allow water to go in and replace it and stuff. So if this idea seems feasible, I will probably make a time-lapse of it because I feel like it might be cool. Especially if the ghost blocks stopped. Oh, yeah, as soon as I'm here, the ghost blocks return. This is a good way to sink. Oh no, I don't want to do that. So yeah, I guess it's working. Probably going to do a short little time-lapse and then a real time-lapse. Guys, I've got a quick progress update. I did about 8 hours of work and I tried to use the replay mod, but then it occurred to me that I don't exactly know the best way to use the replay mod. So yeah, that's 8 hours of footage that probably would have made an awesome replay gone. That's kind of unfortunate. I've been working some on designing a machine that will do this manually. Until then, I've been putting a piston here and pushing it down and letting it go. And it's been really tedious. And I did a lot of mining. So I would go underneath what I had to mine, and then a lot of stuff would spawn there, so I played this little game where I would hit a creeper once and then get a skeleton to kill it, and I've gotten some music discs, which is really awesome, and I hope you can't hear my cat in the background, he's pretty loud. So yeah, I got a ton of stuff, and I think I might actually show you what I did a little bit of work on in a testing world. Because I got a pretty good setup for one of these things that's a lot more automatic. It's just got a couple of flaws I can't seem to get around. If you guys have any feedback for how I could fix that, that would be awesome. And I did take a break from breaking bedrock because it got lazy. I got lazy and it got boring, and the time-lapse I was going to make of it didn't turn out that awesome. So, yeah. So, I think I'm going to go into the testing world to show you what I worked on now. Hey guys, here I am in my creative testing world, and I thought I would show you the thingy that I designed. So here's how it started. I figured I needed a machine that would go kinda like that, except vertical, because it needed to push the flying machine down, and that would be the flying machine. And it works pretty good, except for when I managed to break it somehow. Yeah. So then I came up with this thing, which goes down, and that works pretty good. And then this is where I had some troubles, because who would have thought to do something like this, because that's just weird. But apparently it works. And then I just added some extra onto it, because, well, I want to play it safe. And basically what happened is when I tested this, a lot of times it would wind up in the water and it didn't break as fast if I had this part, but I don't think you actually need it. So I think that this would actually work if I start it now. The way it works is when you have the redstone block go to the dropper, it will drop an item. You will only need 2 items per dropper, but I suggest more. It will drop an item, and it will land on this string, which will get detected, and yeah. And it'll go in the soul sand into there. And that is important, because it takes forever to fly. That's important because this thing is going to be updated by the line of pistons. And then you want the same thing over here, except you want it to have a lot more delay. And you'll see why when I start this thing. Okay, so when I start this thing, it works pretty awesome. It's going to go do its thing. These are actually in the wrong spot right now. You want them down one. And that's ghost blocks, so that doesn't matter. and you'll see when it gets here that it will take a while because it has to wait for the items to drop, but that's expected. And it'll happen in a moment. You need this one to activate first though. It's very important that that happens. And then it goes down again. Takes a while. I'm gonna make a time lapse of this. And you should see this one work as well. And there it goes. So something I did forget to say is when it gets to the end and it activates the thing, it's important that these moving down machines go down twice. So you'll see that it actually activates the dropper again when going down. And soon, as you can see, they go down again. This took hours to set up, so I didn't get as much done in the survival world, but hopefully this makes up for it. And I'd like to note that the only place you actually need droppers is right here, and places like this. Yeah, so the droppers here and the glazed terracotta there are not actually necessary. You can use other immovable blocks, such as leaves. So yeah, let's get into that time lapse.
still, had the whole world at our feet, watching seasons change. Our roads were lined with adventure, mountains in the way couldn't keep us from the sea. Here we stand, open arms. This is home where we are, ever strong in the world that we made. I still hear you in the breeze, see your shadows in the trees, holding on, memories never change.
Hey guys, I've been really busy lately. I've been collecting, well, ink, for example, because my squid farm is doing awesome. Yeah, definitely, totally a squid farm. And I've been mining tons of trees, so I actually thought I would have gone through a lot more axes by now, but got a full shulker of wood, and you'll see I have almost 6 full shulkers of that, and I've got way more saplings than I will ever need. And there's also been slime, a lot of slime, so I'll show you some of the slime I've been getting. That's the perk of feather falling, it's really awesome. So yeah, I've been getting tons of slime. As you'll see, I've been organizing some of my shulkers, and it's a hideous mess, but yeah, all of these are red terracotta. I'm going to smelt them into red glazed terracotta because, yeah, I'm going to need that for the Ocean Eater build. And I've got almost all of the... okay, I have all the observers and droppers I should ever need, but I don't have enough pistons, which is why I was getting the wood. But then I'm also out of iron and out of redstone almost, so that's probably going to be some projects for the next episode. And when I was getting some stuff for the... whatever it's called, I also got magma blocks, because why not? And some netherrack, and it was pretty awesome. And yeah, I actually had this revelation that I'm doing too much in an episode without showing you guys, and the episodes would be better if I focused on having enjoyable entertainment and better quality episodes instead of just having a bunch of progress updates. So I'm pretty sure that's what you guys want, but let me know, because if you want me to get absolutely tons of stuff done per episode, yeah, definitely the squid farm. It's been pretty awesome. And I think this is gonna have to end the video. Have a great day, guys.